Hello, students. It's Mr. John here. It's good to be with you again. And today we have a special story a story about the earth, about our environment, and how we can look after it and make things better. The story is about a special day at the school. It's called Earth Day, where the students have to think of ideas to help the earth. I hope you enjoy the story. Let's start reading.
Here's the front cover of today's book. The title is called Earth Day. The author or the writer of the story is Margaret McNamara, and the pictures, illustrations by Mike Gordon. Okay, let's have a look at the front cover here. What can we see? We can see a man with a little girl next to him. The man has a box, and it looks like it's full of bottles and things like that. And there are two big green bins. They look like recycling bins. Okay, let's move to the first page. Let's turn the page. Earth Day was coming. So we can see Mum looking on the calendar, and she can see that the special day, Earth Day, was coming. Let's keep reading and find out a little bit more. Let's turn the page. The banners in Mrs. Connor's classroom read, "Save the Earth." So we can see the big banner there in blue with the green writing. It says, "Save the Earth." Now let's look on the right-hand side and read the text. But Emma did not know how. So if we have a look at the pictures here, we can see the big banner saying, "Save the Earth," because Earth Day was coming up soon. But little Emma, she did not know how to save the Earth. Let's see what happens. Let's turn the page. The other first graders had lots of ideas. Let's keep reading on the other side. "I will rescue the polar bears," said Egan. Wow, that's a good idea. Egan wants to save the polar bears. Let's keep reading. Let's turn the page. "I will plant a forest," said Katie. Great, Katie's got some trees there and she's planting lots of trees. She wants to make a forest. A forest is really good for the earth, isn't it? Because we can get lots of fresh air from lots of trees. Let's keep reading on the other side. "I will save the dolphins," said Michael. Michael wants to help the dolphins. He's in a little boat and he's getting all the old, disused fishing nets out of the sea. Because if they're left in the sea, the dolphins can get caught up in them. So Michael wants to help the dolphins by removing these bad old fishing nets. Let's keep reading. Let's turn the page. "Those are big ideas," said Mrs. Connor. Let's read the other side. "What other ideas can you think of?" So we've got the school teacher talking to the students. She's asking them, do they have any more ideas about saving or helping the planet Earth? Let's keep reading. Let's turn the page. When Emma went home, she was sad. "I cannot save the earth," Emma said to her dad. "I do not have any big ideas." So Emma's a little bit sad, a bit upset, because she doesn't know how to save the earth. Let's keep reading. Let's see what happens next. Let's turn the page. We can start small, said her dad. Small is no good, said Emma. Small is fine, said her dad. Let's keep reading. Let's turn the page. All that week, Emma and her dad did small things to help the earth. Okay, it looks like they're going to do a lot of small things to help the earth. Let's keep reading on the other side and let's see the things that they do to help the earth. They shopped at the farmer's market. Wow, look at all the shopping they've done at the special farmer's market. Let's turn the page. Emma brushed her teeth without running the water. Her dad turned off the TV. Okay, so Emma's not letting the water run while she's brushing her teeth to save some water, and Dad's trying to save some electricity by turning off the TV. It doesn't look like a popular choice, does it? Let's keep reading. Let's see what happens next. Let's turn the page. They went for walks and picked up trash along the way. They sorted cans and bottles. So that's a good idea, isn't it? They're picking up lots of rubbish, lots of trash from the ground, and they're recycling their cans and their bottles. Recycling means that things can be used again and again, which is a good idea. Let's keep reading. Let's turn the page. They used their bikes instead of the car. That's a good idea. So they're not using any petrol, plus they're also getting fit and healthy. What a good idea. Let's turn the page. On Earth Day, Egan drew a picture of polar bears. Katie talked about forests. Let's turn the page. Michael made dolphin noises. Emma thought about all the things she did with her dad. Great. Let's turn the page. Then she made her list. Her list was not long. Looks like she's written down all the things that she did to help the earth. Great. Let's keep reading. Let's turn the page. From then on, Mrs. Connor's class slowed down. They recycled, and they only used what they needed to. Good. Looks like the children in the class are starting to recycle and look after the environment more. Let's turn the page. Emma's small ideas are pretty big, said Mrs. Connor. The earth is safe in your hands. That's the end of today's story. What a great finish. Emma had lots of small ideas. She wasn't sure whether that was good or not, but in the end, lots of small ideas become pretty big and very important. Well, that's the end of today's story. The story called Earth Day. I hope you enjoyed the story about the students coming up with different ideas to help the environment, to help the earth. Emma struggled to find a big idea, didn't she? But in the end, she came up with lots of smaller ideas that ended up making a big difference. And that was a real help. Can you think of any ideas to help our environment, to help the earth? Maybe you might think of some smaller ideas like Emma. Well, that's the last lesson for this school year. We're about to go on summer break. I hope you have a really nice time during your summer break.
and we all look forward to seeing you all again next school year. Goodbye.